to check the sound. I'm working on another setup. Maybe not new. Hopefully the sound will be better. Anytime now. Check, check, check. Waiting for my other computer to catch up. Come on. There we go. All right. What does it sound like? Got the volume on. You guys tell me, can you hear anything? Guys, tell me, can you hear anything? Well, that doesn't sound bad at all. I've got it on a PC. There's a little delay, but I'm going to turn up the left side, turn down the right side. All right, so today what we're going to make, today what we're going to make is I'm going to attempt a yo-yo. I've made a few yo-yos that work, I've made a few that don't, and I've got this chunk of really hard wood, so we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens, and then after that we'll make some tops if there's some time left. So I'm going to start out with my bowl gouge because we've got a lot of different direction of wood here. It's mostly spindle direction, but I got this big piece sticking out. I don't want to take the chance. So we're going to start slow, unlike the other day, and go from there. And we've got, who's in the chat? We've got Maximum, the first in. Pat from the Small Wood Lot. Hello, thanks for stopping in. We've got Matthew is in. I'm doing good, Matthew. Thanks for asking. My Honey's Handmade is in from Oklahoma. And a burl. No, it's not a burl. This is yew. This is a piece of yew, so that's what we're using. I'm going to put on my face shield. Oh, there goes my gouge. All right. Cut it on the bandsaw. I like wood turning. I don't like bandsawing, so we'll get it. We'll take our time. Johnny Foster's in. Hi, Johnny. We're going to try to make a yo-yo tonight. Let's see how that goes. Suppose I should make a tenon first because this is tough. Got a lot of weird angles up here. How's everybody doing today? Kind of a cold day in the Midwest anyway. Freezing today. There we go. How's the sound? Tell me what the sound is like. Can you hear the tool? Can you hear the motor? Can you hear my voice? On a rough end, shouldn't we shape towards the live end? There's some people say go this way, some people say go that way. I go whichever way cuts. So this is just rough. It really doesn't matter. And if you're using carbides, like, it really doesn't matter. So I do whichever way cuts. And this, I will need to sharpen up my bowl gouge before we get too far. But once it smooths out a little bit, we've got basically a triangle. So it's just hard to get it smooth. But yeah, it really doesn't matter a whole lot. So this interface that I got it's battery powered. You can put XLR microphones on it, and then it has a 3.5 millimeter, 1/8 inch, 3.5 millimeter, something like that, that goes into your phone or your computer or whatever. Well, my new phone has the USB-C. The old phone has the audio jack. So before I was running it through my new phone and converting from audio to USB, and that, I think, was creating a lot of noise. So this time we're going straight into the old phone, and I think the audio is much better because I'm not converting to USB. That's what I think. right, hopefully I have enough material. That's a good size yo-yo. This is cut off kind of flat, but I think the meat of it will work. All right, got my tenon in there. You guys that have wood shops, what are you working on? What projects you working on? I think I'm off the feet somewhere. I'm roughing, doing good. Chill on East Coast. Yep, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. I do what the wood wants to do. Cool. Yeah, the final cuts are what does it. I heard somebody one time though. I'm gonna nip that off with the bandsaw. I'll be right back. So I hear what you're saying about doing what the wood wants to do, but sometimes you gotta have a plan, and you have to bend the wood's will into your plan. Like even sometimes the wood doesn't want to do what I want it to do, and I am the boss. Richard McCann is in. Hey Richard. Trying to get a lathe dug out and assembled. All right, that's what I like to hear. That's what we. Music to my ears. We are going to try and we're going to attempt a yo-yo. So how many are in? 37. The views have been down lately. I don't know. I think everybody's looking at the fires and Panama Canal and all that weird stuff. All right, I'm going to speed up again because now we've got it really locked in. Now we can really, I've got my live center on it for support. I'm actually going to go up to 2100. Yeah. All right, almost round. Move way in close. Two and a quarter inch diameter for a yo-yo. I've actually made some big and some small. The big ones are tough. Small ones are tough. They will work, but that seems about a good measurement. We're at about 3 inches here, so we should be good. "30-year slumber," and it's from the 40s. Wow. Nice. That'll be fun. Take some video and stuff. We wanna see what happens. We are just about there. We're there, here. Alright, we might be able to get 2 yo-yos out of this. Something's making a funny noise there. I don't know what it might have been. My live center. I have a habit of putting things too tight on the live center and then I blow through them. This is like the 3rd one. Alright, now every time I've made a yo-yo, I make it without a kit and I make it all one piece. So that's what we're going to do here. So if I'm going to put it, I'd say probably 1.5 inches wide. Yeah, that sounds good. Groove about there. I use a ruler, but I don't do much measuring. right, Charlie Watkins in. Goobug is in. Madeline is in. All right. Only have... Oh, your iPhone charger stopped charging. All right. Well, you can come back later after you charge up a bit. What else? Headstock. Richard McCann. Found a headstock in the scrapyard. Nice. Okay. We all have to start somewhere. If you have to build a bed, do it out of hard, heavy wood and just use... You know, it's interesting. You see these people in other countries using just wood, yeah, a wood frame and a wood tool rest, and man, it really doesn't have to be anything fancy. The best components are your tools, I've found. All right, so far this seems a little too easy, but we're gonna go with it. The wood looks very much similar. I mean, I've got some surface defects here, but they'll probably sand out. I don't know, it seems like it's gonna work. So I'm gonna cut this end first, then I'm gonna cut this out, and then cut this end. And then we're gonna do, I'm not gonna cut this all the way out, we'll do some sanding as we go. So we'll try that, see what happens. All right, we got 80 people in. That's a good start. Don't forget the thumbs up. I've got some exciting things to show as we go when we start sanding. So don't miss that. That's going to happen pretty quick. All right, so the trick for me is always how small do I make that the inner spindle such that it will spin in the string, but still big enough that it'll catch the string when you bring it back up. So that's always the thing, isn't it? All right, let's get a little bit of this side cut off. Because with a yo-yo or something, you never really know until you cut it off what you've got, and that's too late to fix anything. So I think we're looking pretty good though. I think we're looking pretty symmetric, which scares me. Like, what am I missing? It's a very simple machine, so It should work. All right, so this brings me to my next thing. Where did I put it? I have here we go. I am working with somebody on some sanding equipment, and if you go to the description, there's a link, the Amazon link, and it is a bunch of sanding discs, quick change sanding discs. They've got that, actually, let's just open up. Let's go, I don't think we need 80. Let's find a 180. And this is the first time I've used these with this application. They've got the screw connect on it. It's just a kind of a stiff disc. They don't have the foam, I don't think. So we've got 80, 180, 240. We've got some 60, 120. They've got the buffing pads. And then we get to the DA pads. So this is like kind of for your car too. Maybe for metal work. I don't know if I'll use the, I mean, I'm going to try them. I'll try them on the wood. We'll see what happens. But it's those DA pads. We use them in our shop for metal work. What else we got? Okay, this is the actual tool. We'll get that out. For the mount, I should say. And then these just screw right in there real quick. And it's fairly firm. It is rubber, so it's going to give a little bit, but it's kind of a nice setup. Like I said, the link is in the description. You can check it out, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Yeah, I've got more 60, 120. I think it was 60 pieces altogether. Some more 80. Got some more of these DA. Looks like different grades of DA. Got the real thick, rough ones. It's a pretty neat kit. Yeah, that looks pretty nasty. We'll have to try that for something. It'll be good for something. I'm gonna look into that. So yeah, something definitely to look into. And if you do use the link that is in the description, it'll help out the channel. It'll help out, well, the company that's selling them, but yeah, I'll get a percentage of that, which I appreciate. Small percentage. And it doesn't cost you a thing. All right, so we're going to use the 120 from that kit in my drill. It's pretty grabby. It's very aggressive. Alright, now I'm going to switch to... I might use this for raising the grain. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like something like that on a big bowl or something. Alright, but for this, I'm going to slow it back down because I got to get inside there. And these pads will not do that. And I don't want to remove fingers. We're going to go down to about 900. I'm going to go to 240. So I want the inside smooth, but not too smooth. If you use a yo-yo, you know what I mean. Guess I could put us back in here. Smooth, but not too smooth. I'm gonna take a little bit of wood off of here so I can get in and sand better. Just can't get in there with my fingers. All right, now all right, I'm a little heavy on this side. A wooden parts tumbler. Richard, I never thought about that. I've thrown away a lot of scraps. That's a good idea. So what do you just put it in a like a rock tumbler or something like that, or how would you build such a thing? This is where all the second guessing comes in. Just square on here. Boy, that's darn close. All right, I think we're gonna go with it. We'll sand it a little bit more. Yo-yos. Who is this? Marcario. Yo-yos were used as weapons. I believe you. I did not know that, but I believe you. Is that Todd? Todd is in. Hey, Todd. Why would you build such a thing? What are you, in reference to what, Todd? The yo-yo or the weapon? It looks about right, I think. Boy, it's so smooth already. All right, I'm gonna go up to 400 real quick here. And then we're gonna do, I'm not gonna do super glue. I was thinking about just doing abrasive paste. A wood parts tumbler, okay. So the only thing I could think of is if you were doing like laser parts and you had to get rid of some of the burnt edges maybe, but I don't know. All right, I think this is curved a little bit more than this side. So I'm going to shape that with some 180. Try to get that curve to match. All about symmetry. So one thing about a lathe is you can never get that one spot in the center until you stop the lathe. Alright, let's cut a little bit more off. Alright, who we got? Clemente Soca. Come from far like dementia. So I'm going to really work hard and try to learn Spanish. But for now, Clemente, no hablo español, por favor. Yeah. Alright, so let's gonna do some abrasive paste. Get this thing all polished up. We're trying to make a yo-yo. So what are the odds here? What are you giving me that this yo-yo works? I'm not even gonna say first try because there is no going back once it's cut off. I think this one's looking pretty good compared to some other ones I've made. Get that grain. That looks nice. Kind of like a cheeseburger or hamburger bun. That's pretty. That is pretty. Alright, let's put, don't wax or finish the string group. Right. No, I'm trying to, you can still see it's like dry in there, but the post might have a little bit on it. I'm going to try to get that off of there. I think we'll be alright. It's pretty dry in there. Yeah. I think we'll be alright. I could. Yeah, I should probably. Just touch it with some sandpaper. Hopefully not get my finish here. There. All right. Man, that is so smooth. That's nice. I think it's going to work. Where are we at? 50%, let's say, braille tags. Listening and watching this half and half as I design some braille tags. Wow, okay. Define works. Well, it's got to come back up. So I can make, believe it or not, guys, this is, I'm not bragging. I'm not patting myself on the back. Well, a little bit. 100% of my yo-yos go down. They will, when I drop them on the string, 100% spin down the string. It's coming back up that's the hard part. But that's what, I'm just kidding. That's what I define as working. All right, let's get this thing off of here. I don't know what else to do. I think that's it. Boy, that just feels perfect. That feels like the right size. All right, and again, if you're just coming in, I got this whole set of sanding discs. The link is in the description, and they just unscrew off just like your shop DA discs, but they're 2 inches. I got 60 different pieces. There's DA pieces, there's sandpaper pieces, quick change. I love it. And no Velcro to worry about getting sawdust in it and then they don't work right. And if this works, I will brand it with my branding iron. And I'll tell you what, if it works, we will send it to someone in the chat. That's in the US. I'm not going to send it outside the US. We will send it to somebody in the US that's in the chat that the chat decides on. So if you want this, start lobbying now. Put in an essay about how your grandpa used to make yo-yos and all that, so that the chat will vote. Then again, if it doesn't work, I'm in the clear. I don't have to do anything, so, and I get to keep it. All right, we'll polish that up a little bit later. This side's real nice and shiny. This side will get there. Just takes a little bit more of that elbow grease. Alright, and the other 50% to making a yo-yo work is having the right string. I bought like a 30-pack several years ago. It already has the loop side and this side. What you do, if you've never done this before, is you untwist it, which is not always that easy to do, and open it up. It's like it's one string looped around. Twist it up. There we go. Open it up a little bit, and then if you can get your finger in there, just a little bit at a time. Alright, undo it, keep going till we can get it around there, and then you kind of pull on it, get it wrapped up again, and there you go. That's how you put string on a yo-yo, if you get the right string. Okay, I'm going to put this, now technically you're supposed to measure the string out, cut it so that it's exactly, this feels pretty good. It feels good. Alright, so the other thing is when you're when you're wrapping a yo-yo, if you put your finger, wrap it around a couple of times, then you can take your finger out and that'll get it started real easy. Alright guys, first drop, I'm even gonna put it on the camera. How far can we see down? Right there. Not on my finger right, hold on. I love yo-yos. I can't do all the tricks, but alright, you ready? Let me put these tools away, because I'm gonna knock them straight onto the floor. All right, so remember, 100% of mine go down the string. More like 50% come back up. Hey, look at that. Let me zoom out. Oh, lost it. Oh, come on. I did it a couple of times and now I think it's sliding on that stem too much. It's what we do, right? At this live stream. There we go. It's tricky. Yeah. All right. It works. I'm out of practice, but it slides at the bottom, comes back up when I pull it. It needs broken in. Oh, needs broken in. Get some of that stray wax off the stem, but it'll come off. I need some practice. Man, my dad could do a yo-yo. I used to love watching him yo-yo. We used to watch the Smothers Brothers on TV. The Yo-Yo Man. I think it was Tim Smothers. Spent hours trying to do some of those tricks. I just like to do it as fast as I could. Snap it down there, have it come back up and smack your palm of your hand. There we go. Nice. All right. We got to get somebody gave $500 in the live stream. Yeah. Shoot the moon or rock the cradle. Nope. They're not going to work then because I can't do either of those. But that works pretty darn good, I have to say. For a first attempt. All right, let's get the old BW burn on there. Oh, plug my power back in. Okay. All right, hold on. Come on. Anybody vying for the top yet? somebody in the chat who hasn't talked, somebody who does not do woodwork, but really loves a yo-yo. And then the regulars will vote on it. Any takers? I don't think that outer ring's gonna get on there. Yeah, we almost got it all on there. Close enough. Someday I'll get a proper brand. Someday when I turn professional. All right, there you go. Should we make another one or go to tops? Give it to an aspiring woodworker. All right. Any aspiring woodworkers in the live stream? I'm an aspiring woodworker. I have not gotten there yet. Man, that works good. I love that. All right, well, make tops. Anybody else want to vote? I got do Eli Hops. Send it to Madeline. I can't send it to Madeline. I want to, but she's only 12, and I don't want to ask for her address. So, but I'd love to send it to Madeline. A large top. City. Yeah. All right. We'll hold on to it. If anybody really wants this, message me in Instagram or on my email address, which is right there, buildsbailey@gmail.com. I didn't have room for the .com, so you gotta imagine that part. If you have to have this, send me a message and we will get it to you. Send a message and put a paragraph about why you have to have it. All right, we'll make a top from this. I can make some yo-yos. Someday when I get my website going, I'll put a bunch of yo-yos on it. Someday. All right, back to tops. I think we're already up to speed. Put my face shield on. Do a bottom. I need a thicker piece of wood. All right. That surface right there, that is a 600 grit sanded surface. That is so smooth. I'm not even gonna touch that. Do you see the ribbons coming off, the tiny little ribbons? That is so smooth. Alright, I kind of don't want to sand this, but some of those edges are a little sharp. So I'm going to knock them down with 400. So nice. It's got some ridges in it, so we'll flatten that out. There we go. This is a beautiful one. Alright, so this is kind of a orangish color wood. Let's put one color on this. Something that goes well with the orangish color yew wood. Like a slate blue, maybe? I don't know. You guys have picked really good colors. So what I'm going to do first, what am I going to do? I'm going to do abrasive paste, get it real smooth. Then I'm going to put some color on it, and then put some CA glue on it to seal it in. Alright. Yellow, you think? Yeah, so if I put the color on first, the abrasive paste will take it off. And I don't really want to use... Oops. I don't really want to use watercolors on this. I have an idea what I want this to look like. Alright, should we do yellow? Color won't stick if you put abrasive paste. It might. We'll see. Just wax it, no color. I know. I'm kind of torn because it will look really nice. I mean, look at that. That's what it'll look like. I don't know if the color won't. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do abrasive paste, and then we're going to try color because in my mind, the colored pencils are pretty much wax themselves. So I think we can put colored pencil on it. Hello from Arizona. Cynical 66. Yes, the rings. I remember. Thanks for stopping in. Again, you've been in before. Are you still cynical? I hope not. I can't push very hard, and this abrasive paste really wants you to like push hard and heat it up. So I'm gonna do as much as I can. I wonder if I can kind of sandwich it in. Do not want to break it off yet. Ooh. That's pretty nice looking. So smooth. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put color on this one. Not this one. I'm hoping that it spins right because of that right there. Yeah, I think we're done. I think it's done. Sometimes you just gotta go with it. Don't do too much. Keep it simple, right? This is going to be a wide. I have two cameras set up. One's just recording wide, and the other's live streaming vertical. But it looks so much better on the wide screen because the vertical there. I'm stuck with YouTube's conversion. So watch for the full video because this is pretty. I don't use that word that much. Oh, look at that. Nearly a perfect spinner. Man, it's not even, there's no, oh, what's the word? I can never remember the word for the wobble. That is not even slowed down. I'll tell you what, somebody's going to get the top and the yo-yo. All right, if you're in the chat, if you want both of these, comment in all capitals YEW. That's the wood that this is. It's U. And we've made a top and a yo-yo out of the same piece. And I will randomly, as random as I can, select somebody from the chat. And if, hey, Blessed Beyond Belief, thanks for stopping in. If you add a little bit of dialogue why you want these, that may sway the decision. But I'll go back through the chat later and when it's republished and pick somebody. All right. So also and then we'll announce it in another live stream, but you'll have to be in the live stream so I can tell you to give me your address or whatever. Or if you put you in, just go to my email address and send me your address, whatever. Maybe I'll make a newsletter. All right, where are we at? 124. I think that's going to do it for tonight. We didn't do a lot. We didn't do any color, but I made a top in a beautiful yo-yo that works. I feel like it's a good time, you know, to stop ahead, right? Don't try to do too much. I just said that. So we're gonna call that a night. Thanks for stopping in. If you seriously would like these, this is like the best set I've ever made. So I have to say that. If you would like them, comment you in the live chat. If you're watching this back, comment you in the comments. Uh-oh, Johnny Foster wants it. He's trying hard. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do a auction, but thanks so much, Johnny. That is awesome. I never know what to say when people do the super chats, but I do appreciate it. I love it. Thank you. I actually need a new bandsaw blade, so that'll help us out. But yeah, if I get a huge response, you know, I'll start making these. I've got a gob of this yew wood that I can cut up. So who is this? MJL Restoration Shop. What type of equipment? This is a cheap Wen lathe with this is probably my most expensive tool, the spindle gouge. For an individual tool, I think I spent $50 on it. Nothing that I have is top of the line, really. And for a lathe, you just need it to spin. And the tools, you need them to hold an edge, and that's about it. So nothing real name brand. Matthew, $5. All right. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're helping with shipping. Okay. All right. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny. All right. Yeah, so that's going to do it for tonight. I think what we'll do is I'm going to make a video for the top. I'm going to make a video for the yo-yo. And in the video, I'm going to have the same thing. So we'll have many opportunities to get picked. And I can also, I can make more. So if we get a huge, what am I trying to say? Huge response, then I'll make more. And we'll send them to everybody. Nobody should go topless. All right. Hey, that's going to do it. Thanks, guys. Matthew, you can help me out with the shipping. That I have a huge box of stuff that's coming to you. So I'll let you know. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do more of this. All right. Thanks, guys. So your lathe is when you get a lathe. Yeah. I think this one's $300. Like it's not, I didn't get the electronic control because I wanted a bigger motor. So I did the bigger motor and belt control. So, but yeah, the yo-yo came out good. It works. You can go back and watch on the video. It actually comes back up. I said 100% of my yo-yos go down when I drop them, but maybe 50% come back up. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you subscribe. Everybody subscribe, thumbs up. See if we can get a bunch more subscribers. My goal is 10,000, and then after that, the goal is 100,000. So help me get to that 10,000. That would be awesome. And we will see you later. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in.